to Creative Therapy Umbrella. This is a place where we talk about all different types of creative approaches to therapy. My name is Kate Shannon, and I am your host. Today is going to be a pretty cool episode because we're celebrating a major milestone. If you haven't noticed, we've rebranded a little bit. And as a part of that, we are doing a really cool giveaway and a sale. So we just want to thank you for being here. We're launching a giveaway. We're going to do some really fun stuff. We're going to talk about some cool updates. We'll outline what is new, what is not new, what's staying the same, and yeah, we'll dive into it. So pull out those umbrellas and we'll let's get creative about it. Okay, so there are. I apologize for my squeaky chair. Uh, a bunch of really cool things that are happening here at Creative Therapy Umbrella. If you listen to our first episode kind of back, we talked about a few different things with why we kind of were gone, what was up with us, what we wanted to do. And so a little bit about that. We're going to dive in a little bit more and outline more of what we know of what things are going to look like. So again, we've taken some time off from Creative Therapy Umbrella. I've taken time off from Creative Therapy Umbrella because we moved from Maine back to upstate New York, which was awesome. We had a baby. I have a daughter who's almost 3. It's totally blowing my mind. Everything they say about parenthood is absolutely true. Adjusting to parenthood, continued family health concerns, which is always difficult, and I think has probably been really mostly why we needed to step back too, along with the transition to parenthood. There's just a lot of emotion happening, and that actually leads me into where our scope is changing a little bit, or where maybe an area of focus is a better way to say it. But that emotional energy shift, we'll put a post-it note on that because we're going to come back to it. But throughout that time, I have absolutely always been thinking about Creative Therapy Umbrella in the background, missing the community so much, just connecting with people. I really loved that, even though most of it happened during COVID, being able to connect to so many people online all the time was just amazing. So, that shift in energy really happened for me because, working with kids, younger kids, when 2019 up until 2023, I would say my primary ages that was working with were kids who were like 4 to 10 or 11, and love working with that age. But becoming a parent has definitely changed my capacity for emotional work. And so in my own private practice, that has really shifted. And now I really specialize in working with kids between 8 and 15, and I am loving it. There's so much sass. If you haven't listened to one of my previous episodes about teen slang, I'm all over it. I still don't know half of it, but I really love it, and it's really fun. So this is the group that I'm working with more of, and so I think what is going to happen is that is kind of one of our new focus areas. It's not that we won't be creating interventions and ideas for those other groups, because even though I don't work with those age groups, I still like creating things for those age groups too. So our resources and everything will still touch on those things. So, but we're still committed to the heart of our mission of just supporting therapists in creatively connecting to kids and teens. And I think it's just expanding it now to lean a little more into ages 8 to 15. And again, our stuff can be used with kids who are younger and adults even. It's just really kind of, I guess, the specialization of our focus. So, first, we're going to talk about what's the same, what's not changing. Number one, it's me. It's still me. It's just me here talking to you. And I don't know if you feel this way about podcasters, but I feel this way about the podcast I listen to. I'm like, oh, they're my friends, like they're my buddies. And so, if you feel that way, that just warms my heart so much. If you don't, that's totally cool too. But really, it's just still me here. We're committed to steady podcasting. Our goal is to maintain weekly episodes. They are going to be shorter. We're not going to be doing as many interviews. And if for some reason we can't put out an episode, or if we're taking time off or something like that, we will absolutely communicate that to you. So we want to make sure you know what's going on and what to expect. I think that's important for, like, I guess, trust between, us, of like, what do things look like? What's happening? And so I will always try to communicate all of those things up front. Again, still focusing on supporting you as a therapist to creatively connect with children, tweens, and teens. Our values have not changed. I think that we really kind of have these like 7 core values of empowerment, accessibility, lifelong creative and playful learning, inclusivity, authenticity, community, and joyful growth. So those are the same. If you want to read those, you can head to we have like our values on our website too, so you can check that out to dive in more. But we still really believe in putting out accessible material, learning material. That's why this podcast is free. We want to put the information out there. We know it helps you, and then you help all these other people. It's this amazing ripple effect that happens. Of course, creative and playful learning for therapists, for kids, for teens, for everybody. Inclusivity, we always want to honor diverse experiences, identities, and needs of the communities we serve. We aim to create an anti-racist and LGBTQIA plus affirming platform, and we continue to always grow. Want to grow in doing that with not only what we're doing and the resources we make, but also as a business. Authenticity, community, joyful growth, joyful growth, all of those things. So those things are the same. That's still us. What's new? It may or may not be with this episode yet, but we are going to get new intro music. It's going to be the same melody, but it's going to have a different twist. So my inspiration ideas right now are some like chill hoppy, faster chill hop-ish vibes. So that'll be coming out soon, but we will revamp that to kind of match our broader mission. If you haven't noticed already, our brand colors, if you listen to this podcast on, something like Apple Podcasts, then you've probably seen that our cover has changed for the podcast. All of our courses, everything on our website is also updated with those colors. And I loved those colors before, the bright, fun colors, that purple. I love it. I can't get away from it. It's still in the current rebranding colors, but yeah, we wanted to make everything kind of just fit that shift in vibe, I guess, of serving kids a little bit older as well. So if you're listening to this as a podcast episode, you might not know this yet, but if you're watching this on YouTube, then you do know we're doing video. So I'm on video. So we're also going to be trying to do more video and record our podcast episodes with video. And, doing very minimal video editing, but I do like some of those cool sketch things where like when you're learning something, you have it visually in front of you. And that's actually, I really like it because it's a way that I learn, having visual information. And so I love podcasts too, because auditorily it's great to learn that way. But I think it is important to have some of that visual aspect. So we'll be trying to do that. We'll be kind of, what's the word? Starting it. I don't know. I can't think of it. We're gonna try it out and, probably have to change it and update it and make it better and whatnot. But you'll have to let us know what you think. So go follow us on YouTube. We're at Creative Therapy Umbrella. If you like YouTube, listening to the content, if you want to watch me and see my face while I wave to you and show you some cool stuff, then come over here. Our course format and our website experience is updated a really good amount, shall I say. So we have done some really cool stuff on our website, not only just the rebranding and the colors and whatnot, but, and again, if you are on YouTube, I'm going to share my screen so you can see this. Hey, creative therapist. Quick break from talking about kids, teens, and the emotional Olympics that is your caseload. We've officially rebranded. We've got new colors, a new look, pretty much the same vibe, and absolutely the same deep love for child and teen therapists like you who are just trying to make it through the week. To celebrate, we're doing two things. Number one, we are giving away 3 of our courses completely free. You don't have to post or repost or tag anybody or anything like that. All you have to do is be on our newsletter or sign up for our newsletter. If you're already a newsletter subscriber, then you might have seen the email already. If not, check your email. And there's just a button in that email that says sign me up. And if you click that button, then you will be entered. If you are unsure if you're on our email, if you're a subscriber, or if you haven't signed up yet, there is a link in our show notes. You can click that link, put in your name, put in your email address, and you will automatically be signed up for the giveaway. And you'll get a bunch of free, fun stuff that we send out every week about what we're doing here and freebies and all of that goodness. So it's a great place to be anyway. So that's number one, what we're doing to celebrate. Our giveaway ends on July 4th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be announcing winners on the 5th. So again, it's very quick. It's only a few days. Get in on it now while you can. However, if you missed it, don't worry, because we are also running a huge sale on all of our courses, on our resource library membership. We're on everything in our shop. Everything on our entire website is on sale. So use the code CELEBRATE20 at checkout, whether you check out our shop, whether you check out our courses, whether you're looking at the resource library, which is really awesome. The code CELEBRATE20 will give you 20% off everything in our shop and on our website. So it's the least chaotic way to upgrade your life. And unlike most upgrades, this one won't break your phone or your bank account. So join us and of course, be creative. Okay, so again, if you are here on YouTube, you're going to be able to see this. So I will do my best at visually explaining what this looks like. But our website really looks, the same. We've got a lot of the same stuff happening. We, of course, have links to our podcasts, our courses, our membership, the resource shop. But what I'm going to show you is the back end of if you do purchase a course, what it looks like. So again, if you've taken like a course through like Kajabi or Thinkific, it's super similar to that experience. So when you go into our courses, you can see that we have a bunch of courses already out. We have a bunch coming out soon. So I'm going to click on, let's see. Why don't we do this one? Mm, mm, mm. Okay, so I will do my best to visually explain what this looks like. So our website really looks very much the same. We've updated a few pictures here and there, but we have links to our podcast, courses, membership. All of that is here. And so the courses is the main thing that we've really done a ton of work behind the scenes to update the courses so that everything is really user friendly, really easy. There's like one big hub for everything. So again, if you've ever taken a course through like Kajabi or Thinkific, they're like teaching platforms. So again, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see this. If you want to check this out, go check out our YouTube channel so you can watch this as it goes through. But But so I'm just clicking on one of our courses. I'm clicking on Cultivating Creative Resiliency. So what happens is when you purchase the course, you click on the course, and then you're taken to kind of like this accordion of course information, introduction, step one, step two, step three. It's really like the different ways the courses are laid out. I will show you too another one of our podcasts, the way those are our pod courses, the way those are laid out. Similarly, the course information and introduction information. What's a pod course? How do you do it? Why play therapy? The course information. And then it's broken up to listen, learn, apply. And basically each little, there is kind of these different sections, and each section has its own page. And under that page, you see information. For example, if we say the introduction section, the first one for the pod course is how to. You click on that, and then you have all of the information. This platform, the pod course breakdown, listen, learn, apply. And then you just hit next lesson, and it takes you to the next lesson in the section. Okay, learning objectives. This is all within that introduction piece. Why play therapy? The course information quiz. And then once you finish a section, you do all of the lessons in that. Usually there's this tiny little quiz that's just like pathetically easy. Just to show that you've completed it. And then after that, you move on to the next section. And so it's amazing because everything is housed in one thing. There's no downloading anything, but there are links to download anything that you need. So you can download the workbook. There's links to the episode embedded right in here. It's basically houses all of the notes. So it's like your notes are in here for you. There's links to, all these different EMDR and all these different references and everything within the course. So it's just a really, really nice way to take a course. It's really organized. And then once you complete all of the pieces of the course, there is the very last thing that you do is a course eval. And from that eval, it's just a Google Forms. And then once that is done, you get your certificate sent directly to you. So once you've completed that evaluation, your certificate gets mailed directly to you, and then bing, bang, boom, you're done. So it's really exciting. We are so, so pumped. We've had actually so much fun. I really like nerdy organizing like that kind of on the back end. So I've had a lot of fun putting our courses in that setting, and which is why we wanted to put our courses on sale too, because it's like this really cool new way to engage with our courses. That's so much fun. So that is another thing that we are really pumped about is our new course format, how that is integrated with our website. Everything's all right there. Something too, a little bit of a shift with our course offerings. Of course, we're going to continue to focus on creative approaches in therapy, aiming not just to serve music therapists. We are a pre-approved provider through CBMT, so most of our courses are pre-approved for those credits, but we are expanding that reach to serve LCATs in New York State. Our application is in, we're just waiting for confirmation. And we'll also be in the process to apply for NBCC credit as well for mental health practitioners. So again, we just want to broaden that scope to serve more people, especially for continuing education credits, because we know they are expensive and we have to do them and it's important. So we want to serve in that way. In the future too, we have a lot of exciting course ideas. Too many. I have too many. But for certain, we have a creative child counseling skills course coming out, possibly in August. So stay tuned for that. We have our D&D and therapy course coming out. We're going to be doing some more pod courses, a couple different topics we have kind of like rolling around scope of practice, bringing parents into session. And someday our dream big picture course, I'm saying this as I'm doing twinkly eyes. It's something my daughter calls it. She does this thing and she's like, twinkly eyes. It's so twinkly. So that is creating a creative arts therapy summit, like a 2 day online training that's just a bunch of creative arts therapists coming together and getting creative. So again, that's twinkly eyes. We'll get there someday, but we wanted to put it out there. Why not put the dreams out there, right? And then another thing too that we are getting up and running again is our community offerings. Our resource library membership is up and running. It's also one of the things that's discounted in our current sale. So that is our it's 20% off, I believe, right now. And so if you head on there, it's all of our resources we've ever made. There's hundreds of resources on there. So it's just a ton of stuff. So there is, visuals, visual cards, flashcards, intervention ideas, worksheets, therapist PDFs about learning different things like self-esteem, building statements, and reflective listening. And it's hundreds of resources. So that is normally $15 a month or $124 per year, but it's on sale. So go get it if you want it. And additionally, the higher tier, the Umbrella Community Membership, it's not back up and running yet. But if you're interested, there's a waiting list. So go check it out, hop on the waiting list, and you'll be the first to know. We may do that as like a soft, quiet launch. So only if you're on the waiting list or have been a previous member, you'll find out. So yeah, so that's in our on our website too. You can find that on our membership tab. So, yeah, well, let's get to the fun stuff. Let's get to the giveaway. Let's get to the course details. So the giveaway, we're giving away 3 free courses. It's super simple to enter. All you have to do is join the newsletter or be on our newsletter. There's nothing, of course, you can share this on Instagram that will get more people likely to see it, to promote what we're doing, to help get your friends to possibly win. But if you win, you get to choose the course that you'd like. But the courses that we have are the 2 pod courses, trauma and attachment and creative arts therapy, as well as play therapy in action and cultivating creative resiliency. So if you win, you get to pick one of those courses. It doesn't matter who gets what, but 3 winners basically. So to enter, if you're on our newsletter, check your email. It's in there, and there is a button that just says enter me. So you can click that button and you're all set. If you haven't joined our newsletter, there is a link in our show notes. Hit that button, put in your email and your name. Boom, you're joined. You're added into it immediately. So if you can't remember, I would say just go click the link in the show notes and re-enter your name and email, and it'll just add you. The deadline is July 4th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That is the end of being able to register for the giveaway, and we will be picking a winner on July 5th. And as a bonus, we have our course sale that's going on for 2 weeks anyway. So if you don't win, you can still win by getting really cheap courses. So all of our courses will be on sale for 2 weeks. That is starting July 1st, and that's going to go to July 15th. So there is our discount that you can use, our coupon code. Celebrate 20 is the code that you can use at checkout. So Celebrate 20, you can do that on our courses, on our resource library membership. You can also do that on anything in our shop for like EMDR visuals or flashcards if you just want something small. It's across the our entire website. So we're super pumped. We're just ready to celebrate. We're excited for kind of this new chapter. And we know that, it's just going to be a great, we've got some great things lined up that we're really excited about. And we're really hoping that the format that we're going with, a little less interviews, some shorter episodes in between interviews is going to be helpful and sustainable for us. And we're just trying to kind of find that balance of sustainability. So again, anything we change or do or stop doing or anything like that, you'll be the first to know. I'm very open about that stuff and want to make sure we're open about it. So as a recap, we're rebranding, so we're celebrating. Woo woo. Enter the giveaway by just being on our newsletter or sign up for our newsletter. Again, if you're on it, it's in your email. Go check for it. If not, the link is in the show notes. Go there. The giveaway ends July 4th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We will draw a winner on the 5th, but we still have a 2-week sale going on. Celebrate 20 is the code to use to get 20% off anything in our shop. So let us know. Tell us what you think. What do you think of the colors? What do you think of the website? If the course website stuff, if you watch this on YouTube, we would love to hear from you. We wanna hear what you think, what you're excited about. If there's other things we're missing that you think we should be doing, let us know. So grateful for you all for being a listener, just for supporting us always throughout all of this stuff. We're really excited for our next few episodes. We're going to be kind of targeting parents, bringing parents into therapy, what that looks like. So we've got some awesome episodes lined up in the next few weeks. So yeah, stick around, stay with us, and this is just the beginning of a new chapter, and we're really pumped that you are coming along with us. So thank you so much, and of course, be creative.